welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my postpartum weight and my weight loss. I'm going to share some tips with you. I think I have about 4 tips and 1 extra tip that I will share at the end if you stick around. I actually learned about that a couple days ago. I didn't even know that it was contributing to any weight loss until a couple days ago. I had my suspicions, but I wasn't too sure. I'm sharing that tip with you towards the end, so if you want to know what it is, make sure to stick around till the end. So a little background about me. For the majority of my life, I've been skinny. I have never really gained a significant amount of weight or was able to keep the weight on me, and I don't know why my camera keeps going in and out, but it's annoying. So 1 second, let me try to fix that. Alright, so yeah, I was never really able to keep the weight on me. Whatever I would gain, I would lose it pretty fast until I got pregnant. I don't know if it's because I have a fast metabolism or because I just don't eat certain types of food, which is going to bring me to my first tip. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about my postpartum weight. So in the beginning of my pregnancy, I had a lot of morning sickness. So the first trimester was kind of hard because I was throwing up a lot and I lost a lot of weight. So I started my pregnancy off at 100 pounds, and I'm 5'4", so that's kind of like at the border of almost being underweight. So I started my pregnancy off at 100 pounds the first trimester, but towards the end of my pregnancy, the second and the third trimester, I started gaining some weight because I was eating a lot. My morning sickness was gone. I was constantly eating, like I was super hungry all the time. So I gained 40 pounds during the whole duration of my pregnancy. So at the end of my pregnancy, I was 140 pounds. I don't have a picture to show you guys exactly how big I was. I wasn't really comfortable taking pictures during my whole pregnancy. But here's a picture of, I want to say I was like maybe 7 or 8 months. And this is me now. So I lost all the weight. I went from 140 to 110. I haven't gone to the gym. I don't have time to go to the gym. I'm not really trying to lose any weight. I've done all this without trying. So how did I do it? I'm gonna tell you right now. So bringing you guys back to the food, right? Remember I said I don't eat everything. I don't eat a lot of processed food. Everything that I eat is mostly made from scratch. I cook it or I bake it myself. The only thing that I really buy frozen are fruits and veggies, because the frozen fruits and veggies do hold the nutrition better than the fresh ones. So yeah, I do a combination of fresh fruits and veggies and frozen fruits and veggies. I really try to stay away from processed foods in general, like the snacks, cakes, chips, and any frozen cooked food, because I don't know what they put in it. I don't want any preservatives or things in my body that I don't know what it is. So I stay away from those. I'm not saying that I'll never eat them, and maybe in a year I eat 3 to 5 times out of a box, never more than 5, I believe. My husband, he can eat all types of processed food, boxed food. Me, I try to stay away from it because it's just also how I got brought up. I'm from the Caribbean, so we cook everything from scratch. My grandma has always cooked everything from scratch. My mom has always cooked everything from scratch. We did eat processed food, but it was more as a snack instead of an everyday thing. But cooking food can be hard when you just gave birth. So what I did before I gave birth, the weeks leading to the end of my pregnancy, I started freezing any leftover foods that I had, or I would cook meals and freeze them. So I had at least a month's worth of food postpartum, and I didn't have to stress about cooking food and what I'm gonna eat and how am I gonna take care of myself. I had my food in the freezer, and I would just warm it up whenever I got hungry, and that way, you know, I didn't have to worry about cooking or standing in the kitchen for long periods of time. So if you don't have a lot of time, meal prepping and any leftovers that you really have, if instead of popping them in the fridge, you're gonna end up throwing them out anyway, you're not gonna eat it, put it in the freezer for when you have one of those days where you don't feel like cooking or you're tired and you still want to eat something homemade and healthy. You have something in the freezer that you can just easily warm up, eat, be comfortable. You know, you don't have to worry about all the extra trans fats and all the unhealthy things that they put in food nowadays. So That is my number one tip. It start by eating healthy and knowing what you're consuming and what are in those things that you're consuming. Which brings me to my second tip. I don't eat all the time. Like, I don't start my day off eating, ending my day off eating. Also, I made some notes here so I don't forget what I want to tell you guys. So I do intermittent fasting. I skip breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I was never really a big breakfast type of person. Never really been a morning person. I just want to start my day calm with no food. So that's what I do. I eat very late. If I do eat breakfast, it's usually like a brunch and almost lunch. Like, I eat around lunchtime. If I'm going outside to do something where I know I'm not gonna have a meal till later in the day, I do try to have some breakfast. But usually the majority of the time, if I do have breakfast, it's like something light, like avocado toast, homemade pancakes. I like to make some really good high protein pancakes. It's so good. I have a recipe that I shared with you guys in my previous video. That's my go-to breakfast usually. If I make it, I make a lot so I can just put it in the fridge or put it in the freezer and just heat it up. But yeah, that's it. I don't really eat breakfast. I don't eat cereal in the morning. When I was pregnant, I did eat a lot of oatmeal in the morning because I needed the nutrition and I was trying to prep myself to do breastfeeding. I don't drink juices. I do like soda. I drink soda, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 times a month. I do drink some soda. I don't drink diet soda. I just drink the regular soda because I don't even know what's in the diet soda. I stay away from that. So I don't drink juice on a daily basis. I don't drink soda on a daily basis, which brings me to my third tip, or I think number 3. Yeah. Drink a lot of water, because water helps you clear the toxins in your body, but it also helps you stay away from juices, soda, anything with a huge amount of sugar in it that you can just gulp down is a no-go. Replace it with water. That will help you cut down your calories tremendously. The key to losing weight is to watch the calories that you're eating or putting in your body. So if you can cut down the calories by what you're drinking, instead of doing juice, soda, do water. I'm not saying never drink juice or never drink soda, but don't do it on a daily basis. Anything that you're really doing on a daily basis is not it. Like, you can eat snacks, just don't do it every night. You know, don't sit on the couch eating snacks every night, watching a movie. Go for a walk, drink some water, which brings me to my fourth tip is stay active. I am always walking around in the house. If I'm not walking around in the house, I'm walking somewhere, to the grocery store, taking my son to the park. Every opportunity that I have to walk, I take it. I don't hop on the train, bus, Uber unless it's far, like unless I have to go downtown or I have to rush somewhere. But I walk everywhere. I walk to my son's doctor's appointment. I walk to the grocery store. I walk to Target. I walk to the park. I walk 30 to 40 minutes to the park and back. I just like walking. I take every opportunity that I have to walk to stay active, because that gives me an advantage to just sitting in a car or sitting on a train or bus. Everybody, whenever I tell them like I'm walking somewhere and it's like over 20 minutes, they're like, oh, you're definitely like, you're bugging. I'm not walking that far. And to me, it's like, you know, I take it as an opportunity to do my exercise. That way I don't have to spend additional time in the gym. Why do I have to go to the gym if I can do it as a daily activity and knock something else out with it? For example, I'm walking to the grocery store. I have to go to the grocery store anyway. So I'm going to take advantage of that instead of having to now put time aside to go to the gym. So yeah, this brings me to my last tip. I think this is number 5. While I was doing all of that in the beginning stages when my son was a little smaller, and I still do it now and then, I used to baby wear a lot. Now I take the stroller with me because I also live in a walk-up building, so I need to baby wear him so I can take the stroller down, take him with me, and maybe a bag or 2. So I still baby wear, but in the beginning I used to only baby wear. I would just leave the stroller at home and take him in a baby wear wrap or the ergo carrier, and walk with him. And I just recently found out that if you do that, it actually helps you burn more calories. It helps you strengthen your core back up. It helps you tone your legs because you're adding more weight to your upper body and you're walking around, you're moving. So I used to do that a lot, and that really helped me flatten my stomach. It really helped me burn more calories and get rid of all the baby fat. I'm still breastfeeding, so I don't think I've gotten rid of all the baby fat, but for the majority, I got rid of most of my weight 2 months after I gave birth. And everybody was like, oh my god, you lost weight so fast, we thought you were gonna stay this big because you were so big. But yeah, I don't know if it's because of my fast metabolism or because of my habits. So if it's not working for you, if you're struggling with your weight loss after giving birth, please don't get discouraged. Everybody's body is different. I honestly thought that it would be harder for me to lose weight because after my mom had kids, she kept the weight on and she still has, you know, all the weight on. So I thought, okay, I don't know how my body's going to be, but I snapped back to my regular body pretty fast. And I don't know, like I said, why the exact reason for that is, but I did want to share some tips with you of what I did to help me get back to where I was before my pregnancy. So yeah, to summarize everything for you guys, eat healthy, don't eat too many processed junk food, take care of yourself. You know, like if you know that you are tired towards the end of the day and you don't want to make dinner, then do some meal prepping. Freeze some meals like I spoke about before. Cook a little bit extra in advance so you can put it away. Drink a lot of water. Stay away from juices and anything with extra sugar, really. Coffee, juice, soda. Stay active. Don't eat all day from morning till night. I personally skip meals. If your body can't handle it, just try to eat smaller amounts and actually watch what time you're eating it. Like, don't eat it at 11 o'clock at night when you're about to go to sleep. You know, try to have a routine and stick to it, and then your body will slowly adjust. And also, if you can, add weight to your body. In this case, I explained how I use the baby carrier for extra weight on my body. I didn't know what I was doing at that time, but it turns out that that might have helped with my weight loss. That's it. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to start feeling guilty about not being able to go to the gym and not being able to take care of yourself. There's small things that you can start doing, like taking walks to the park or walking to your grocery store and walking back. It doesn't have to be a huge, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be a huge adjustment or a huge change to see change. You can start by doing something small and you'll see that slowly you're gonna adjust to the new you. And that's it. Those are my top tips for losing your postpartum weight without trying. I hope it works for you. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't work. Keep trying different things, but the most important thing is that you take care of yourself, do the right thing for yourself, for your body, for your health, and for your mental health. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stuck around, thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye.